Luke chapter 5 is crowded, not metaphorically, but literally. People press in so tightly that Jesus has to climb into a boat just to speak. Voices overlap, needs pile on top of needs, and everywhere he goes, someone is reaching for something, for healing, for answers, for hope. At the beginning of the chapter, Jesus cleanses a man with leprosy, someone untouchable, isolated, and frankly forgotten. Then the crowds grow larger. Later, friends tear open a roof just to lower a paralyzed man at his feet. Jesus forgives sins publicly, knowing full well that it will stir controversy. Momentum is building. This is the moment that most of us would lean into, to stay visible, stay available, keep going. But Luke pauses the story and tells us something quiet that's kind of almost easy to miss. But Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. Often. Not once, not as an emergency measure, not after burnout. Often. At the height of need, at the peak of demand, in the middle of impact, Jesus withdraws. Not because he is overwhelmed, but because he is intentional. Luke doesn't say the crowds disappeared, because they didn't. He doesn't say that the needs were resolved, because they weren't. Jesus steps away while people are still waiting. And frankly, that feels uncomfortable to us. Because we've learned to measure faithfulness by availability, by responsiveness, by how quickly we say yes. But Jesus doesn't confuse urgency with obedience, and he doesn't let demand dictate direction. He withdraws. And that word matters. Withdraw isn't escape, it isn't avoidance, it isn't quitting, it's alignment. It's the deliberate act of stepping away so the noise doesn't replace voice. If anyone had a reason to stay constantly available, it was Jesus. And if anyone could justify endless output, it was definitely him. And yet he chose solitude, prayer, lonely places, because even the Son of God did not live on output alone. Some of us think that rest is a reward, something we earn once work is finished, but the work is never finished in Luke 5. People were waiting, needs were coming. The pressure was guaranteed, and Jesus still withdrew. Not after the mission, but during it, before exhaustion could turn compassion into resentment, before calling could turn into a performance. Some of us aren't tired because of our lack of faith. We're tired because we never withdraw. Always reachable, always needed, always responding. But availability isn't the same as faithfulness. Luke 5 doesn't show us a distracted Savior, it shows us a centered one. Jesus healed powerfully because he withdrew regularly. He served deeply because he returned often to the places where his strength was renewed. If Jesus needed solitude to remain aligned, how much more do we? If he didn't allow crowds to define his pace, why do we do it? Withdrawal isn't stepping back from God's work. It's stepping closer to God's presence. It's where the noise settles, where identity is remembered, where direction is clarified. So if your soul feels crowded, if even good things feel heavy, if ministry, parenting, work, or service is draining instead of life-giving, this isn't a call to quit. It's an invitation to withdraw, to step into the quiet, to return to prayer, to remember who you are before you remember what you do. Because sometimes the most faithful move forward doesn't begin with more effort. It begins by stepping away.